Do you truly know what a narcissist, sociopath, or psychopath looks like? Well, think again. These individuals seamlessly blend into society, inflicting profound harm and trauma through various forms of abuse. Welcome to Pathological Domestic Abuse, where we unravel the complexities of domestic abuse inflicted by narcissists, sociopaths, and psychopaths. I'm Cindy Ann Pedersen, your host. Through personal experiences, thorough research, and esteemed guests, they expose a concealed world of this often overlooked form of domestic abuse.
Beware the wolves in sheep's clothing among us, the masters of disguise wielding subtle yet significant harm. Forget the Hollywood cliches. These aren't your stereotypical violent criminals. Instead, picture chameleons seamlessly blending in, adapting to any situation while concealing their true, menacing selves. Whether diagnosed or not, these hidden dangers possess traits aligning with narcissism, sociopathy, or psychopathy. Their motive: evade accountability, manipulate victims into accepting their harmful acts as normal, and maintain an iron grip on power in relationships. So, buckle up for a journey into the deceptive world of these masked monsters, where charm and affection cloak a darker reality. Gaslighting, a central tool in the abuser's arsenal, intensifies the stark contrast between their public and private personas. This psychological manipulation involves undermining a person's reality, making them doubt their own perceptions, memories, and sanity. Gaslighting is the art of distorting the truth, creating a façade that leaves victims emotionally and psychologically vulnerable. Now, let's explore two variations of this manipulation: prospecticide and precipitocide. Pathologically abused victims often endure what experts term prospecticide. This involves intentionally manipulating the victim's perception of reality, creating a distorted view that aligns with the abuser's narrative. Going even deeper, psychopathic abusers engage in precipitocide, which distorts not only the victim's perception of reality, but also their sense of self, identity, values, and beliefs. These tactics serve the abuser's purpose of maintaining control over the victim's understanding of the world and themselves. Let's delve into another manipulation tactic known as crazy making, which psychopaths master cunningly to elicit confusion and doubt in their victims. While prospecticide and precipitocide focus on distorting specific aspects of the victim's experience, crazy making takes a broader approach. It involves tactics such as using contradictory statements, denying actions, or deliberately creating situations that constantly undermine the victim's reality. Crazy making intentionally leaves victims feeling disoriented and unable to trust their own thoughts and perceptions, resulting in an overall sense of mental instability. These tactics highlight why pathological abusers need to be masters of deception. They adeptly hide behind different facades and masks, perpetuating the duality of their personality to achieve and maintain dominance over their victims. The abuser's dual persona is not just a defense mechanism. It's a strategic tool enabling them to manipulate, control, and harm with impunity. Understanding these layers of deception is crucial in unveiling the true nature of these master manipulators. My ex-husband was a master of masks, effortlessly switching personas based on his audience. When interacting with neighbors, his facade was one of kindness and helpfulness. A quiet, somewhat introverted, and seemingly vulnerable individual, he skillfully portrayed himself as considerate and caring. When dealing with people I didn't know well, but wanted to maintain normal relationships with, like our neighbors, he covertly spread gossip about me, sowing seeds of discord and mistrust. He intended to manipulate my perceptions and control my interactions. In social settings with friends or those he wished to impress, he transformed into the center of attention, giving the appearance of superior knowledge and adapting to their interests. His aim was to be perceived as exceptionally smart and intelligent. However, if there were people he wanted to alienate me from or isolate me from individuals significant to me, another mask emerged. He intentionally provoked or challenged them, appearing disinterested or intentionally insensitive and unknowledgeable. To those close to me, he portrayed a negative image, sowing seeds of doubt and disagreement. Then he put on a dishonest mask of concern, telling lies and rumors of how he was concerned about my well-being with those people, while he projected his own flaws upon them. In professional settings, accompanying me on work trips, he assumed a facade of calmness, intelligence, and unwavering support in the presence of colleagues. In his web of deception, my ex-husband adeptly manipulated his family's perception, crafting stories that portrayed me negatively to them, while simultaneously telling his family I had issues with them. He orchestrated drama to leave me isolated in strained relationships. This pattern, repeated consistently, showcased his calculated control through manipulation and the maintenance of a victimhood facade. During therapy sessions, he would wear a mask of concern for our relationship, emphasizing communication issues and financial management. Yet, behind closed doors, the narrative shifted, revealing a darker truth, blame, shame, and a refusal to acknowledge his own shortcomings. One of the most insidious masks he wore revolved around inducing driving anxiety. One striking example of the false masks he wore involved him claiming to others that I had developed driving anxiety independently. He portrayed himself as the kind, understanding husband who willingly took on the role of the supportive driver. Meanwhile, in a contradictory narrative, he victimized himself as a person who always had to drive despite being occupied with various responsibilities. Publicly, he mocked me, stating things like, "She used to drive everywhere, but now she has anxiety about this and that. It's tearing me down as she has changed so much." The manipulation further illustrates the complexity of the false personas he crafted for different audiences. Furthermore, his capability to induce driving anxiety as a means of control was especially cunning. His methods varied, encompassing the creation of drama and chaos during drives, particularly in specific locations, and evoking fear through erratic behavior. It would usually end with me driving very slowly, tears streaming down my face, while he sat and smirked beside me, still continuing to rant. Alternatively, I would have to bring the car to a halt, whether it be in the middle of the freeway or in front of a tunnel. He would often then switch sides, expressing anger and insisting that I shouldn't drive anymore. On other occasions, he would put on a caring mask and say, "That's okay, I know you have panic attacks and anxiety. You should seek help for that issue." The fear he instilled was strategically aimed at instigating anxiety about driving at night, on freeways or outside city limits. This induced anxiety became a tool for further control, limiting my ability to drive alone and perpetuating a sense of isolation, even when separated from him. Even after our separation, the fear persisted as he turned to stalking. The sale of my car, a desperate attempt to evade his surveillance, only heightened my anxiety when he unexpectedly purchased my old car, showcasing his unwavering commitment to maintaining control. This revealed once again his sadistic tendencies, exemplified by the use of manipulative tactics to induce driving anxiety. His stalking behavior introduced an additional layer of fear, making it difficult for me to anticipate his actions. His driving my old car, stalking me in it, and even tailing me in my new car created new triggers. When talking to others, he portrayed the purchase of my old car as a practical decision, emphasizing its reliability and cost-effectiveness for his own needs. He downplayed any personal connection, asserting that he was simply minding his own business and making a sound investment. However, when speaking to me, he revealed that acquiring the car was a deliberate choice to stay close to me, and highlighted the additional joy it would bring to our dog, who had a fondness for that specific vehicle, once we got back together. While I could delve into more specific details about the driving terror he instilled, and other numerous sadistic episodes. Well, that will have to be stories for another day. In unveiling these different masks, it becomes evident that his mastery of deception was a complex and deeply disturbing facet of the pathological abuse I endured. The aftermath of the pathological, abusive manipulation, as experienced by me and others, has profound consequences, resulting in enduring trauma, the fracturing of interpersonal connections, and significant financial setbacks during divorce proceedings. Many survivors, myself included, have faced the challenging decision of submissively accepting substantial financial losses to maintain a semblance of peace and avoid triggering the emergence of the abuser's true, dark face. This highlights the difficult choices survivors often make to protect their well-being amid the complexities of legal battles that may not always involve child custody, but still impose substantial emotional and financial tolls. Recognizing the profound complexity of pathological domestic abuse is a crucial step. It leads to an understanding that those who engage in this form of abuse as masters of deception represent the most sinister and intricate manifestation within the realm of domestic abuse. While acknowledging the seriousness of conventional abuse, which also involves hidden elements, the distinctive feature of pathological domestic abuse lies in the exceptional mastery of deception and the adept use of dual masks. This makes it an even more challenging issue to address. Thank you for being here with me today. Now, it's time to transform awareness into action. You can help by subscribing, liking, and sharing this episode. I am Cindy, a survivor of pathological domestic abuse. Awareness is my weapon. Understanding is my shield. I am ready to confront the shadows.